What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 bringing you another one of them hits. I'm gonna fucking speak to you guys and talk to you for 56 fucking minutes. Oh, that was great, but it's your boy C4 bringing the newest episode of the Realistic Rebuilds. And before we jump into this, you're gonna see, there's gonna be the Saints, and they're gonna be take a quick look at the rosters. But I do need to use this time to address not only the horrible intro, probably the worst intro I've ever done, but the future of the Realistic Rebuild. So what I'm gonna do is I'm breaking these up into seasons. So season 1 of the rebuilds is what you've been watching, and it's nearly coming to an end. After the Saints rebuild, we have the 49ers, Vikings, Raiders, Bengals, and Patriots. And then I'm going to start something called Season 2, which has the Steelers, Texans, Broncos, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Redskins, Packers, Falcons, Panthers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. And basically why I'm doing it in a season is because I'm running out of fucking prospects to use. So what I'm going to do in Season 2 is I'm going to use most of the teams in Season 2 are teams that don't really need a rebuild. They're already playoff caliber teams that are well-rounded, or they were NFC East play teams. But then I can just get a fresh look at using, I can maybe look at using Lamar Jackson, who's been one of my most popular guys, or Saquon Barkley, guys like that, just because there's only so much I can use, especially in the free agents. I don't want to reuse too many players, so I guess the cheap way of me getting around that will be breaking these up into seasons. So there's only 4 or 5 episodes left. The finale will be the San Francisco 49ers, which is going to be the next biggest rebuild up with the Cleveland Browns. So I think you guys are going to be excited for that. That's a good way to end out on season number 1. There's going to be no break or anything like that. Like I said, I'm only using the seasons in brackets just so that once season 1's done, I kind of hit reset and all the prospects become available to me again. Because right now, I think there's only been 4 or 5 guys that I've used more than once, and I've only used them more than once, one time. And I just to kind of, because the biggest thing is why I want to do these is because I found other rebuilds use the same kind of players over and over again, and I didn't want to do that. But that's incredibly tough if you want me to do all 32 teams, especially because you need the prospect names that really attract the viewers in, and I'm running a little bit thin on those at the moment, especially because there's a couple big guys, but they're only going to be drafted year 3, year 4, and considering the outline for these rebuilds is 5 years, I just don't have enough time to develop those big stars, those guys that are sophomores right now in college. So like I said, season 2, that's how I'm going to be doing it. And I just quickly, you guys can go back, I'm not going to repeat myself, what teams you'll see at the end of the season 1 to finish it up, and what teams you'll see in season 2. So I hope you guys have been following along with what the roster moves and stuff I have been making. Like I said, minus the horrible intro, I need to get that out of the way and kind of tell you guys just a little bit of a state of the union for these rebuilds here. As we're just throwing up, I'll jump right in. So Jarvis Beard went up. So only trade offers on 3 players. And the biggest thing in this, as I accept some trade offers, I didn't get any first round picks, unfortunately, which is what is usually key to my success here in these rebuilds. But the thing, I was like, I'm either going to keep Drew Brees, try to win him a Super Bowl, and then, he retires like 2 or 3 years in, and then I draft a quarterback. Or I trade Drew Brees right away and get a first round pick probably for him, maybe a second or first, I don't know, probably a first round, and then just take a quarterback there. But I mean, there's too many times that I've just gone and got rid of the quarterback right away. The only time I think I've actually kept a quarterback and tried to build around him that was kind of old was Phillip Rivers in San Diego, and that worked out great. So I decided, let's just, try something a little different, and let's stay with Drew Brees this year, and we'll ride him till he retires. Plus, as we set our goal for 9 wins this year, I do want Drew Brees is really I hate Peyton Manning. Everyone knows I hate Peyton Manning, and Drew Brees is really close to breaking those records. So that is another goal. I want Drew Brees on my team so till he beats the passing yards record in a career and touchdown record in a career. But anyway, back to the video. We're 5-2 here in year number 1. That is not really incredible, but considering this is the same roster that struggled immensely in real life in 2016, the fact that we're 5-2 is pretty impressive. So at the halfway point, Drew Brees with 2,000 passing yards, 14 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That's not too bad. On pace for probably borderline 5,000 passing yard season. Mark Ingram, 537 yards, 5 touchdowns. Colby Fleener leading the team, 35 receptions, 432 and 2. Willie Snead, the 4th, with 470 yards and 6 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks with 405 and 2. Michael Thomas, the beast rookie out of Ohio State, with 372 and 2. And then on the defensive side of things, Donnell Ellerbe leading the team with 63 total tackles. Look at that rookie, Von Bell with 55. Sack 6 for Haloi Kikaha. Haha. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. 6.5 sacks for him. 3 for Cameron Jordan. And on the interceptions front, 3 for Craig Robertson, 3 for Sterling Moore, 2 for Kyle Wilson, 1 for Delvin Breaux, 1 for Stephon Anthony, 1 for Kenny Vaccaro. So I'm not sure why there's a pause there. I was probably doing something, doing something in the background. So let's take a look here at the year number 1 free agents. We got Tim Liletto. I assume that's how you pronounce it. He's a solid guard, 81 overall, so we'll throw him some money. Willie Snead, we don't want to let him go. I think holding on to Snead, Cooks, and Thomas would be my best interest for this. The Patriots went 15-1. God damn, but the Saints went 11-5. That has to be up there with the best starting overall in a year number 1 of my rebuilds. Someone could probably stat check that if you really want to, but it's definitely up there. Definitely top 5. So at the end of year number 1, Drew Brees so close to that 5,000-yard passing season, 4,975, 35 touchdowns, 19 picks. So the picks were a little high, but usually when you throw it as much as Drew Brees does, the interceptions are just, what happens. Mark Ingram almost 1,200 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. Good for him. We got, we're 11-5. We're making the playoffs, so that's nice. Colby Fleener, that's the first time I've seen a tight end go over 1,000 yards. 98 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Willie Snead, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. So he's making what we resigned him look like an absolute bargain. And rookie Michael Thomas with 814 yards and 4 touchdowns. And quickly on the defensive side of things, what do we got? Donnell Ellerby leading the team with 127 tackles, 116 from Craig Robertson. And on the sacks front, we got 14.5 sacks from Kihaha, 9 from Cameron Jordan, 5 from David Onyemata, who we see in our expansion mode franchise, 6 picks from the middle linebacker Robertson, very impressive, 3 from Sterling Moore, 2 from Kyle Wilson, 2 from Delvin Breaux. Alright, so what I'm going to do, just because this is year 1 of the rebuild, I'm going to just sim the playoffs this year, just because I don't want to win the Super Bowl right away. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with this, as Drew Brees came in number 5 in the MVP voting, and Sean Payton coming in at number 5 for Coach of the Year. Not too bad. Drew Brees number 4 for Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC. Defensive Player of the Year we might have, Craig Robertson, underrated middle linebacker, coming in at number 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Michael Thomas coming in at number 7. We get Defensive Rookie of the Year, David Onyemata, the Canadian, coming in at number 5. Always proud to see that. And Von Bell coming in at number 10. A lot of Ohio State rookies here on this New Orleans team. Drew Brees came number 2 for QB. Mark Ingram came number 3 for running back. Best wide receiver went to Cordero Patterson. But Willie Snead coming in number 5. And Brandon Cooks coming in number 9. Let's go. He's 90 overall. Damn. Taron Armstead coming in at number 2. I see an offensive lineman there. On the defensive front, we got Haloi Kikaha. Did I pronounce? I'm going to fucking pronounce that probably differently every time I say it. But he made the short list. Craig Robertson, number 3 for the linebackers. And for defensive backs, I don't think we're going to have anyone. So, yes, like I said, we got this wild card matchup here against the 10-6 Seattle Seahawks. But just because I don't want to go on a Super Bowl run here in year number 1, we'll just sim that and see how far we can go. And we lost 38-21. Or 31. Oh, it is over midnight here right now. But 31-28, we got defeated by the Seattle Seahawks. They look like they earned that. Anytime the Saints have less than 300 passing yards, they know they probably struggle there. So taking a look at the playoffs, the Bengals beat the New England Patriots, and the Seahawks beat the New York Giants. So it is a Bengals-Seahawks Super Bowl. I guarantee the Seahawks win because the Bengals always lose, and they do. So it's good to know, I guess, that we did lose to the eventual Super Bowl champions as we get ready for free agency here in year number 1. So who are we going to sign? Who are we looking at signing? Come on, let's see some names here. Carlos Williams is always there. I don't know why. I always look at it, I always think about it, but I never re-sign him. But we're all right at running back right now. Wide receivers, I don't think I'm going to have to sign a single wide receiver this entire time. My goal is to hold on to Cooks, Michael Thomas, and Willie Snead. Offensive line, we could use a little bit of help. Let's sign some depth here. Dan France, cool. Maybe some backup centers. Jonathan Harrison, former Florida Gator. He was actually decent for us in our Colts rebuild. Let's see if we can get a depth guard here. I don't want to get Warmack. Like I said, where I need to do seasons. I've already signed Chase Warmack twice. So at least I can, he'll be down to 0 when I do season 2. That's the way I can look at it. We'll sign the ever motivational Devin Still. Hope his daughter's doing well. I think she had cancer or something like that. Very, very sad situation. So I hope she is doing well. I think last I heard she was doing great. Let's see here. We're just getting some depth guys. No actual starters we're going to add to this team, I don't think. Ooh, TJ McDonald made it. But all right, we'll just get some depth moves and try to improve as best we can in the draft here. So let's go right to the draft. And, holy fuck, 56 minutes. You guys are getting every ounce of effort today. Let's start the draft. And in the very year, I don't even know, the 2016-2017 NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints, Jabrill Peppers, the outside linebacker, safety hybrid from Michigan, 77 overall. It was only a matter of time. He's one of the most polarizing figures. I personally think he's going to be an absolute bust, but he was a monster in college, and he's either going to be an absolute bust or he's going to be incredible. There's no real in-between for Peppers, and we had to use him eventually. He's a big name, so he's going to be hopefully do big things for our Saints. So then we got Raekwon McMillan, who's a top 3 middle linebacker in this upcoming draft class from Ohio State. I'd say he's probably, I'd have it at number 3. I'd have to put Zach Cunningham and Reuben Foster ahead of. Reuben Foster's absolutely incredible. As a couple people have said, for when I do my first 2 years of rookies, they want to see the stats. So I'm showing that right here. I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys can pause and, line up what's what. As you can see, Jabrill Peppers, though, has a great mix of coverage skills as he can do it all. He play a little bit of wide receiver, a little bit of running back, a little bit outside linebacker. Well, mostly outside linebacker. Mostly safety, I believe, for his first year in Michigan. Just a jack of all trades, master of a few. I definitely couldn't say he's master of none, but he's a master of a few things. Then the third round, we got this random guy, a 73 overall guard, which is solid value. So overall, that's who we added to the team in year number 1. Let's take a look at our depth chart as we head into year number 2. Drew Brees, 93 overall, still getting it done. I like Drew Brees. It's usually easy to hate on the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings of the world. Nothing bad about Drew Brees. Good guy. Look at those wide receivers. 90 overall for Cooks, 85 from Thomas, 83 from Snead, 90 overall for Fleener. The weapons are there. You got the solid offensive line, the 92 overall Armstead, a couple 80s. Right guard's a little worrisome, going with a 73 overall rookie right guard, and Andrews Pete has not developed a whole lot since we moved him from guard back to tackle. Defensive side of the ball looking solid. Rankin's up to an 81. Onyemata, 78. Stephon Anthony, 77. Robertson and McMillan. I mean, we could go with McMillan as our starter and get some XP, but Robertson was a beast for us last year, so maybe McMillan can sit and wait. But who's not sitting and waiting for Jabrill motherfucking Peppers? He's getting the starting nod at right outside linebacker. As we take a quick peek here at our secondary, headlined by Kenny Vaccaro, who's had a lot of ups and downs in his career with the Saints, but it seems like he's kind of regulated out a bit. He's a solid playmaker. So our goal for this year, we'll go 9 wins. I think this, any year we have Drew Brees, we're definitely a fringe playoff team at worst. We have some, we've only improved. We didn't lose anything. But rather than just make it a playoff right away, we'll just be modest and go for 9. So looking at this year, we are not exactly as great. We're 4-3. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Falcons are on a tear. 4-3 is not horrible to be, where we are right now. But again, 4-3 with Drew Brees, and the offense, especially that we have, I'd expect a little bit more. At the halfway point, Drew Brees with 2,100 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, averaging over 300 yards per game. Sacked only 7 times, so that's getting solid production for him, and protection for him. He's wrapping it up. He's wearing his raincoats, Mark Ingram with 572 yards and 5 touchdowns. Michael Thomas leading the team, 43 receptions, 343 yards, 2 touchdowns. Willie Snead, 542 yards, 1 single touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 581 and 3 touchdowns. And Clobie Fleener with 460 and 5 touchdowns. So, great production throughout. And the defense side of the ball, Craig Robertson once again lead the team with 57 total tackles. Rookie Jabrill Peppers with 49. Holy shit, Cameron Jordan, you were a contract year or something like that? 9.5 sacks at the halfway point. Boy, Kikaha with 5.5. And on the interception front, Delvin Breaux with 2 and Craig Robertson with 1. So now it's time to throw some money around. Brandon Cooks, 92 overall. You are coming back with us. Delvin Breaux, best corner we have. You're coming back. Kenny Vaccaro up to an 85 overall. You're coming back. Drew Brees. Give him the 1-year deal, I think. You got to give him the 1-year deal. We got to continue to go. We got to break those fucking records, So let's just advance here to the playoffs. And where we are at. Hey, we made the playoffs again, 11-5. I think that's what we were last year. 6 overall in the NFL. The Drew Brees is coming to an end. Hopefully he doesn't retire this year. Hopefully. But if we do, I'm willing to play for the Super Bowl. Second, oh my God. B season from Drew Brees. 48, almost 4,900 passing yards, 42 touchdowns, and 13 picks. You are crazy, my good sir. He must be really, really close to the yards and touchdown record. Closing in on, I don't know who's there, Brett Favre and Peyton Manning. Mark Ingram on the year, 1,300 rush yards, 11 touchdowns, and Marcus Murphy from Mizzou, not familiar with him, but he did get 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. Michael Thomas, the sophomore from Ohio State, 96 receptions, 710 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks with almost 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. Willie Snead with 1,250 yards, 9 touchdowns. Colby Fleener, 928 and 7 touchdowns. And Mark Ingram adding 404 and 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, this was a very, very potent offense. Very potent. And on the defense side of the ball, Craig Robertson once again leading the team with 131 tackles. Rookie Jabrill Peppers with 102. Very nice for that. Holy shit. And Cameron Jordan, I think that's tying. Might be there with the sack record. 21 and a half sacks. Holy shit. Kihaha and Rankins with 8.5 and 7 sacks respectively. 3 picks for Robertson, Bro, and Moore. Not too shabby from the secondary guys. So looking at the yearly awards, Big Ben won MVP. Drew Brees, runner-up. Come on. Give him the MVP award. Give that man the $5,000. Remember man getting hit by football? Simpsons reference? Anyone? Nope. Sean Payton made the shortlist for Coach of the Year. Drew Brees won Offensive Player of the Year. He fucking earned it. Defensive Player of the Year, Cameron Jordan. I guess 21 and a half sacks is only good to get you number 2, for fuck's sakes. On the rookie front, no offensive. On the defensive front, Jabrill Peppers coming in number 2. Very, very good season for him. Best QB went to Drew Brees. That's a no-brainer. Best running back, Mark Ingram, coming in number 3. Best wide receiver, we got Cooks at 4, Snead at 7. Let's go. Best offensive lineman, we got Armstead coming in number 4. No one else. Yikes. Cameron Jordan, best defensive lineman, 21.5 sacks. We'll get you that award more often than not. Best linebacker, we got no one. And best defensive back, we got... Oh, Delvin Breaux coming in number 9. Good for him. Former CFL star up here in Canada. So let's take a look at the record here. More importantly, where is Drew Brees sitting at? So he's number 3 in passing yards. If we can get one more year out of him, which I think we can, maybe, he will definitely have the career passing yards. And what do we have for touchdowns? Sorry, he is currently 34 off the mark. So I mean that's not a gimme. 34 touchdowns. I mean, Brees could just absolutely shit the bed if he does decide to come back in one more year. But that is certainly realistic. Let's go for it, man. We're going to fucking go for it. Hopefully he comes back. So, once again, the playoffs in the wildcard round open up against the Seattle Seahawks, last year's Super Bowl champion. Got to be an easy game. I'll tell you that. And what I'm doing for this one, like I said, because I still have a plan. I don't want to win the Super Bowl. Don't want to win the Super Bowl. But to make it a little bit more challenging, all I'm going to do in these Play the Moments is just take over in the red zone for this year. Like last year, I simmed the game straight up. This year, I'm working my way down to actually playing the Play the Moments. But yeah, for this year here, for this go around, because I mean, let's be honest, it would be nice to win the Super Bowl, but I do want to come back next year and try to break all those records for Drew Brees. We're just going to play in the red zone only, but that still will be goddamn efficient as we hit Mark Ingram with a C4 special. He gets to the outside. The good, very talented Seattle Seahawks defense didn't have an answer for that as we go up 7-0 here early in the first quarter. Sip a little bit here. Oh, we made the red zone again. Cool. Just have a little drinky poo here while I work on this. It's Jesus Christ, almost 1 a.m. in the morning. That grind don't stop though. As we hit Mark Ingram across the middle for his second touchdown in the first quarter. Solid hands on him. That boy, Mark Ingram. The most not undeserving. Absolutely robbed Toby Gerhardt for the Heisman Trophy. Everyone knows how I feel on that by now, hopefully. If you've been here for long enough, you know how I feel about that. We're up 14-0. More importantly, our defense is playing very well. Was that a first half shutout? Almost a first half shutout as we're up 24-14. 24-17 now. Oof. Oh, no. 24-20. Oh, no. All right, we got in the red zone, kicked the field goal, make it 27-20. Now it's 27 going to overtime. And we're going to pick this one up here in the red zone. Come on. You know what? Fuck it. If we win the Super Bowl this year, we're going to play again. I don't even care. I'm playing one more year at least to get those records for Drew Brees. As we hit Brandon Cooks in the opening drive in overtime. End it right there. Don't even give them a fucking chance. Goodbye, Russell Wilson. Goodbye, Richard Sherman. Goodbye, Mr. Cam. Goodbye, Mr. Thomas. That's game. Big time win. Beating the reigning Super Bowl champions. There will be a new Super Bowl champion here in year number 2 of the rebuild. And we open up the divisional round in the divisional round, divisional matchup, divisional rivalries. The Saints take on the 12-4 Atlanta Falcons. Let's go. All right. And we'll take over the red zone. Same rules will apply. Only play when we get into the red zone. Let's show my goddamn elite red zone efficiency, a.k.a. stalling and kicking field goals. Because there's a reason why I'm the self-proclaimed, almost proven best field goal kicker on YouTube. It's because we stall a lot. But once again, almost like the second touchdown in the last little clip with the Seattle Seahawks, hitting Mark Ingram out of the backfield. That is very, very efficient. Opposing teams, linebackers, safeties, whatever job it is to cover them, they ain't doing their job well. As we pick it up once again in the red zone. Ooh, this game is edging to, this could be a rout. Divisional rival, no more. Maybe even adding more fuel to the fire of this rivalry. Body bag them. Let's body bag the Falcons in their own goddamn stadium. All right, who do I like here? Sneed's looking juicy. Come on, right bumper. Oh, right bumper. Oh, fit it in. Oh my. It feels so nice to have a Drew Brees back there. Usually by this point, we have a rookie quarterback who's a work in progress. Not this year. Not this rebuild. Drew Brees. Great touch to find Willie Snead there. Atlanta gets a field goal and a touchdown to make it a 4-point game here. Hopefully we get another opportunity in the red zone. Here we go. Before the end of the first half. Nice fine balance between 17 rushes and 15 passing attempts. That's not usually the norm for the New Orleans Saints. So we'll see what happens when we run the most overpowered play in the game. See if we can open up this defense a little bit as we get Michael Thomas to move the chains for the first down, bringing it all the way to the Atlanta Falcons 10-yard line. Going a little no huddle. Ooh, little no huddle here. Oh, I like that Kobe Fleener route, baby. See if we can drag that corner out the way. Ooh, no one there. So we'll hit Josh Hill, the second tight end there, for a quick gain as we continue to go in the no huddle. Not exactly sure why. Maybe we end with a little play action pass. Oh, we're going play action pass. We get to call Hill's number again. Oh, scrambling Drew Brees. Drew Brees. Oh, there we go. Perfect patience, letting that play develop. Veteran savvy move there by Drew Brees. He knew his guy would get open eventually. Drew Brees, low key, can move a little bit in the pocket. You think like a guy his age, you think Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, guys like that are always slow. Drew Brees can move a little bit. Making us go up 21-10 here, as that's remained the score for pretty much all of the third quarter. And we're in scoring position once again. Probably put this game out of reach if we get a touchdown here. Oh, hey, Willie, did he hold on? There we go. Willie Snead holding on. Look at that stat line. 21-24, 234 yards, 3 touchdowns for Drew Brees. Old man still got it. Okay, dropping back. Hitting Willie Snead across the middle. He holds on after the contact. You don't see that happen all the time. Plenty of times, guys even better than Willie Snead drop that. Maybe it's more so the quarterback than it is the wide receiver. Bring that down 28-10 for your New Orleans Saints as Atlanta gets a touchdown, pulls one back 28-17 in the fourth quarter. But look, we're in the red zone again. Ooh, I don't want to fuck around. Let's just try to throw this in the end zone. Let's get a touchdown here. 3rd and 1. Mark Ingram, they have had trouble. Every team's had trouble covering Mark Ingram at the backfield. We're waiting for it. Oh, shit. All right, well, best field goal kicker on YouTube. What would a video be? Especially a 56-minute video if I don't kick at least one field goal. There we go. And money. That is a 31-17. This game is most likely over. But then again, the Super Sim has fucked us real hard sometimes. Oh. Speaking of the devil, 31-24. Hey, thank God we held on. That field goal not only does it just, pat my back on being the best field goal kicker on YouTube, but it made that game feel a little bit safer than what it really was. There we go. We're in the conference championship going up against the 11-5 Detroit Lions here in year number 2 of a rebuild. Is Drew Brees going to get his second Super Bowl title? That is a question that's on the minds of everyone. I don't know what's the waiting here. C4, huh? Come on, you just made the list. Maybe there's a little cue there for me to get a little drink here. All right. So we're in the Lions Stadium. And we go up 3-0 real quick. Get an opening field goal. Get another field goal. 6-0. Cool. Horrible efficiency here. Already 2 trips down there, and I think that's 2 field goals. Another field goal. 9-0. Cool. So taking it up here. 3rd and 10 on their 14. Dropping back. And what a fucking dime to Brandon Cooks, the 92 overall. He has developed like a monster. Brandon Cooks, that was almost, borderline double coverage. 16-0. Defense is playing the pressure. Get another field goal. 19-0. Detroit gets a touchdown and a field goal to make it. Oh shit. Okay, well they're going on an absolute tear right now. That's another field. I think that's field goal number 6 of the game to make it 25-17. Detroit gets the ball here. They have a drive to try to make a touchdown 2-point conversion. Are they gonna get it? Because the sim, they best fucking get it. Look at that. Overtime, we need a score. We're sticking with I can only play if we get in the red zone, and that's fucking game. Oh, well, at least they got at least they got a touchdown. They got a touchdown to make it 31-25. It wasn't like they just pussied out and kicked the field goal. We got beat. It's what it is. In the championship, so the Lions went to the Super Bowl where they played the Tennessee Titans and they won the Super Bowl. So that's back-to-back years we've lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions. I don't know if that's a good thing, if that makes it any less annoying, but it is what it is. And look at the free agents here. Ooh, if only we needed wide receivers. Kelvin Benjamin and Antonio Brown, both at the market. This is like the first rebuild where I don't need a wide receiver at all. But they could definitely get me a little Gabe Jackson. Have yet to use him in any of my rebuilds, and we will sign him. And then defensively, do we need anyone? Maybe a corner. Bradley Roby. All right, we'll see what you're saying. So that looks like we're going to get out of this with Bradley Roby and Gabe Jackson. So an interior offensive lineman and a corner. Nice. So let's get here to the draft of year number 2. And who do we get? I honestly can't remember. I recorded this earlier this morning. Like I said, it's almost midnight where I'm at. Or it's all past midnight. Can't remember who I drafted in year number 2, but we'll take a quick peek. Oh, yes, I do remember. A corner from USC. And not Adoree Jackson. But the guy some people think may be better than Adoree Jackson. Iman Marshall. 76 overall. Nice. We needed corners. We need to build up corners. Bro's not getting any younger. We just signed Bradley Roby. So let's get our third corner. And then we got center Mason Cole from Michigan. 75 overall in the second round. Center, we still got Max Unger. I think he's 81. But he's definitely up there in age. I think he's 31, 32. So planning for the future. And for the rest of the draft, I mean, this is an alright draft considering we got a 75 overall guard with one of the second round picks we accumulated from the opening day trades that we did in this rebuild. Named Buck Trueblood. That's a gangster name. And then the 7th round, we got Julius Ricks, the 73 overall fullback. Fullbacks are actually used a little bit more. I like this playbook, actually. First time I played the Saints playbook, I actually may make it my playbook for year number 4 in the Eagles Connected franchise mode. So we are taking a gander at the year number 3 Saints. Drew Brees has yet to retire. We're breaking those records. Drew Brees is gonna be the all-time pass leader and all-time passing touchdown leader by the time we're done. If I have anything to fucking do with it. Ingram is regressing, unfortunately. Brandon Cooks up to a 93 overall. Baller status. Michael Thomas, 87. Willie Snead up there as well. Colby Fleener has regressed a little bit, though, from 90 down to an 88. Armstead stayed even at 92. Liletto is regressing, which sucks. But then we have Corey Sharon. Let's put Corey Sharon. Great first name, by the way. We could probably make him a guard. There we go. The rookie. Get him some stats. Center, we have the rookie Mason Cole. At right guard, we got Gabe Jackson, our solid free agency signing. And then at right tackle, we have Andrus Peat, who's developing like a fucking turtle. 78 overall. If we can get him to the 80, like 80, 81, I'll be all right. Cameron Jordan, 91. Alohi Kikaha, 78. Rakins, 83. Onyemata, 78. So, I mean, our defense is looking solid. No superstars, really, aside from Cam Jordan so far. We got Anthony, we got Raekwon McMillan, we got Jabrill Peppers as our linebacking core. We got Bro, Roby, and Iman Marshall. We'll move him up. There we go. I mean, this corners definitely are a work in progress, but if they can develop a little bit, I'll be happy. Von Bell, 81, and Vaccaro, 85. So these safeties are looking real nice. So in Drew Brees maybe not his last year, actually, but in probably his last year, let's make our goal, make the playoffs. And we're going to have to look at drafting a quarterback here. You probably know the quarterback from the thumbnail. But we're looking at getting a quarterback here in year number 3 going into year number 4. But this is Drew Brees' last ride. Let's make it a good one. So at the halfway point of year number 3, we're 6-1. We're first place in the NFL. This is really, really rare for me in my rebuilds. That we're constantly, a top 5 team, which is nice. Very nice. And the halfway season stats for Drew Brees, 2,200 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So I think with that, we already have the passing yards in a single career record for Drew Brees. I think he passed Brett Favre and Peyton Manning, but we needed 35 touchdowns, I think, or 34 touchdowns. So we're halfway there. Actually, we're halfway there. Mark Ingram with 600 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, 55 receptions, 783 yards, 9 touchdowns. He is going off. Michael Thomas, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kobe Fleener, 457 and 4. Willie Snead, 447 and 2. Good production from all these guys. We'll probably have 2,000 or 3,000 yard receivers, which is goddamn a customary for this Saints team. Crazy. Man, this offensive playbook is crazy. If you ever use the Saints offensive playbook, give it a go. Jabrill Peppers leading the team with 54 total tackles. Ooh. We got 9.5 sacks from Cam Jordan, 4 from Kihaha, but I saw those interceptions. 4 picks from Jabrill Peppers. That is the production you want to get from your superstar player. So Kikaha, he's only a 78. He's constantly getting us, 8, 9, 10 sacks. So we'll get him re-signed. Pete will get him re-signed. Hopefully we can, fingers crossed, develop him into a nice right tackle. And at the end of year number 3, we slowed up a little bit. Went from 6-1, finished 10-6, 7th overall in the NFL. So that's definitely another playoff spot. 3 straight trips to the playoffs. Very nice. That's the first time that's ever happened, I believe. And take a look at the stats. Did we break the record? 37 touchdowns. We need 34. There you go. Drew Brees statistically is now the greatest NFL quarterback of all time. He has a Super Bowl ring. Hopefully we'll get him another one. He has the all-time yardage with almost 5,000 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 18 picks. And we'll take a look at that at the end here. Mark Ingram, 1,252 rushing yards, 17 touchdowns. One hell of a year from him. Brandon Cooks, 109 receptions, almost 1,600 yards, and 15 touchdowns. That's one of the best receiving seasons we've had yet in a rebuild. 558 and 3 touchdowns from Thomas, 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns for Fleener, and almost 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns from Willie Snead IV. And on the defense side of the ball, Raekwon McMillan led the team with 115 tackles. Jabrill Peppers with 112. On the sacks front, we got 16 sacks from Cam Jordan and 11.5 from David Onyemata. So Cam Jordan, down a little bit from 21.5 last year, but he is definitely an elite pass rusher. 4 picks from Jabrill Peppers, 2 from Von Bell, and a pick from McMillan, and the free agency signing Bradley Roby. Let's take a look here at the awards in year number 3 of this rebuild. Russell Wilson won the MVP with Drew Brees coming at number 7. Come on, give it to Drew Brees for once in your life. Coach of the Year, Sean Payton coming at number 8. And, let's see, Offensive Player of the NFC, Drew Brees coming at number 7. Defensive Player of the Year, we got Cam Jordan coming at number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Trey DeGear. All right, cool. Number 4, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Iman Marshall. That's not bad. QB, Drew Brees coming in number 4. Best running back, we got Mark Ingram coming in number 5. Pretty much middle of the park for everyone, except Brandon Cooks, who's the best wide receiver in the NFC. Maybe in the NFL. For offensive line, Armstead number 3 again. Man, he's been top 5 since we've started this. Defensive line, Cam Jordan coming in number 2. Linebackers got to Bowman, and we got Jabrill Peppers coming in number 7. Great production from him. Good for you, bud. It's the first time making this list. And for defensive backs, we had no one. Let's take a look here at the NFL records. Where's Drew Brees stand? Oh yeah, almost 4,000 more passing yards than Peyton Manning. Suck it, Peyton Manning. Suck it. And for touchdowns, just creeping past Peyton Manning, but that's good enough, man. Drew Brees is now the most accomplished, statistically speaking, quarterback in the history of the NFL. So let's get ready for the playoffs here in year number 3. Again, another matchup with the Atlanta Falcons in the wildcard round. Heaven forbid we get a fucking bye in the first round here. I can't remember if I only decide to play. Yeah, and this one here again, same rules applied from the last playoffs. We're only going to take over if we get into the red zone. Because now that we got the awards with Drew Brees, now it's time to draft a quarterback and try to win with that quarterback in the 2-year window that we have remaining. Unless we can win the Super Bowl here. Like I said, I'm not really shorting myself. As we hit Brandon Cooks for a very nice touchdown. We're not really short-selling ourselves by only playing in the red zone. Really, I make more fucking mistakes probably than the computer does, so it's probably easier this way. As we're up 10-3 here, as the first half is coming to end. Once again, in the red zone. Thank you very much, computer. Drew Brees analyzed everything. Willie Snead, what the fuck? Look at that hairdo. Nice. As we, that should have been, that should have been picked, and then Willie Snead, if he had, not the goddamn Rastafarian 420 swag here, might have been able to catch that deflection. We'll kick a field goal here. Best field goal kicker on YouTube to go up a full 10 points here. Hopefully we can hold on to that 10-point lead going into the first half. Maybe? No? 2-minute drill? No, that's not good for me. Hey, we got in the red zone again. We kicked a field goal. Now we're up 16-3. And then 19-3 is another field goal here to open up the third quarter. Now we're into the fourth quarter, up 19-11. Not giving me a lot of moments to play as we're up 19-14. Kicked a big field goal to go up 22-14. The action is fucking flying here. They went for it on fourth down. They missed it. They went for it on fourth down. They missed it. And we got it. Turnover on downs. Game is on the line. They get, what the fuck? This is so fucking rapid. What is going on? Oh, we got a touchdown, make it 21, whatever. And then they got a touchdown to make it 21. We won. That was fucking... Okay, we went way too fast. I didn't even think I sped that up. I think that was just how fucking frantic that went. But we won. We won. We beat the Falcons in the wildcard round 29-21. Let's fucking sound it out. C4 here. It's getting a little bit late. And then again, we play the same fucking teams every playoffs. Now we got the Seattle Seahawks again. The 13-3 Seattle Seahawks here in the divisional round. Jesus Christ. Not only do we play the same teams, we're constantly on the road. All right, here, opening up 0-0 ball game at CenturyLink Field. Trying to shut these home fans up because we sure are reminded every time Seattle plays how loud their fans are. Wow, they're a rowdy bunch. As we have Willie Snead for the touchdown. Suck it. That's the crowd. You can go use your indoor voices, motherfucker. That's what. Oh, that was Brandon Cooks. What's that, Brandon Cooks? No, I'm pretty sure that was Willie Snead. Why'd you show Brandon Cooks, camera guy? You fucked up. He's drunk. So that's a 7-7 ball game here. Oh, shit. All right, 14-7 ball game here. So we're picking up in the red zone on the 6-yard line with the 2-minute warning impending here in the first half. But he ain't going to go to that. We'll give Ingram the ball and absolutely nothing. He only has 43 yards here in the first half, which is, I don't know. So I guess he's on pace for almost 100 yards, which is really, really good against the Seattle Seahawks defense. But before the 2-minute warning comes, let's try to air this out. Ooh, we got that juicy Mark Ingram. But again, the Seahawks probably have the linebackers to contain him. But actually, they fucking don't. Bobby Wagner must have just came on the blitz. We ate it alive. Offensive line did their job. And we hit Mark Ingram to tie the ball game up here at 14 apiece. Hopefully, we can keep the tie going into the half. And of course, fucking not. Thank you, Sim, as always. As the Seahawks went up 21-14. Kicked the field goal here to make it 21-17. And then they got 28-17. Of course, they'd score a fucking touchdown. Jesus Christ. Of course, they'd score a touchdown with literally 10 seconds left in the first half. This is a fucking hole here, down 38-17. We'll take over here in the red zone. I don't know how likely it is that we'll be able to turn this around. See what we can do, though. Dropping back. Absolute dime to Kobe Fleener to pull this one back. We within, 14 now? 2 touchdowns. We got 5 minutes. Probably unlikely. Yeah. Well, unless we can coerce Drew Brees to come back, this might be it. But at least we got all the records. He has a Super Bowl. Definitely would have wanted to go out in the Super Bowl, but we did goal 1 of 2. We wanted to win a Super Bowl, and we want to get Drew Brees all the passing records. And that's what we have. So looking at the playoffs, the Miami Dolphins body the Oakland Raiders, and the Dallas Cowgirls beat the Seattle Seahawks 38-28, setting up a Dolphins-Cowboys Super Bowl. And the Dolphins, what the fuck? Shutout against Dallas, 27-0. Whew. That looks like goddamn Clemson, Ohio State right there. No. No. Drew, I take back anything I ever said about that birthmark on your face. You're the fucking man, Drew. You're the fucking man. Rest in peace. Drew Brees calls it quits, and we need a quarterback. Drew. All right. Fuck that nonsense. So we'll get Hackenberg here as a backup. It is the year of drafting a quarterback, and here's why exactly I need to do another year. I've already used Jay Ajayi in one of my rebuilds. Clearly, he'd be a fit. But that's why, we're going to wrap up season 1, and then everyone becomes available in season 2. But look, we got Fat Rob. We got Amir Abdullah. Let's see if we can get Fat Rob here as a running back. Don't need a wide receiver. Don't need tight end. Offensive line is looking solid. Defensively, we're looking Ait. Akwara. I think he's a giant. We'll see if we get him as a depth player. Maybe a depth linebacker. Hey, let's bring back Craig Robertson. Even though he's 31. Let's bring him back for pennies on the dollar. And for corner. Ooh, Jalen Collins, huh? We already have another Darby. Darby is better, but I don't want to have 2 Darbys on the team. So we'll get Jalen Collins, hopefully. He was solid at LSU. We'll sign a garbage punter. That should fill out the roster and take us in to what will be the most influential draft of all the drafts thus far. The year 4 draft is looking pretty good, as we had a nice little haul there in free agency, as you quickly would have saw before that smooth transition to advancing to the draft. So you probably know by the thumbnail, and if you don't, get ready for a surprise. Who we drafted in year 4 draft. Very rare that we actually use prospects in year 4, but this year, you know, I'm stretching it. We gotta get some big names. So, with the first pick, got him at number 26, Sam Darnold from USC, 80 overall. This may be the best first-round pick I've had, considering I think he was the number 5 overall prospect in this year's draft class, and I got him at 26. Usually quarterbacks are gone immediately. I was like, fuck yeah. But then, with the good, there's the bad. I tried to get a running back, and I got a 68 overall running back in the second round. Luckily, with my second round pick, I got Darius Guice from LSU. I got another running back that was 79, who I made Darius Guice. But, you know, with the good comes the bad. I wasn't going to hide it. You know, I fucked up with my first of 2 second-round picks badly. A 68 overall in the second round. That might be one of the worst I've ever had, to go with maybe one of the best value picks in Sam Darnold. So we have Darnold and Guice as our 2 players. No longer the days of Drew Brees and Mark Ingram. It's a new chapter here in New Orleans. So let's take a look at the depth chart. Heading into year number 4, Darnold, 80 overall quarterback. I think he has quick development trait, by the way. I don't think he has superstar. We probably could check it, C4, but I guess I'm being stingy. We're going with Guice as the starter and Fat Rob as the backup. Very good 2-headed running back combination here. Very reminiscent of the Tim Hightower and Mark Ingram days. Ricks at fullback. Cooks up to a 95 overall wide receiver. Thomas 87. Snead 87. I mean, Fleener 86. The weapons are there for the young Sam Darnold. Hopefully he will be, you know, the outlier of the long list of quarterbacks from USC being absolute shit in the NFL. Barkley, Sanchez, Palmer's been all right, but I don't know about that one. Palmer. Others, Liner. Ew. Let's take a look at the roster here. So hopefully Sam Darnold can be a next great USC quarterback prospect in the NFL. McMillan 79, Peppers 84. Corners, Jalen Collins 81, Bro 78, Iman Marshall 78. Like, these people always shit on my corners, but I mean, this isn't horrible corners. You're not gonna be able to have fucking superstars everywhere. Hopefully we can develop these guys, get a couple 80s. Von Bell 83, Vaccaro 83. So I'd say the average overall of my secondary is probably like 81, which is not bad. That's definitely good enough to make the playoffs and compete. And that is going to be our goal, is to make the playoffs. No more Drew Brees. That's a lofty goal, I would say. But I think crazier things have happened. And we still pretty much have the team around Drew Brees to get to the playoffs. So at the halfway point, oh, shit. Not so hot. 3-5, number 25 in the NFL. Sam Darnold, the rookie. Fucking hiccups are true. Let's see how bad your stats are right now. Maybe not that bad. Who knows? So Sam Darnold, oh gee, the yards are fucking great. 4th in the NFL with almost 2,300 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's good. That's pretty much status quo for my solid first-round quarterbacks. Darius Guice with almost 500 yards and 8 touchdowns. That's not bad. Fat Rob with 5 touchdowns to his name as well. Receiving Cody Fleener, 48 receptions, 575 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Thomas, 310 and 1. Brandon Cooks, 530 and 5. And Willie Snead, 467 and 2. I mean, those are pretty similar to what we had with Drew Brees. The touchdowns are down a little bit. Defense side of the ball, Jabrill Peppers leading the team with 55 tackles, 54 for Raekwon McMillan. Cam Jordan with 5 sacks, 4.5 from Rankins, 4.5 from Kikaha. And on the interceptions front, we got 2 from Jalen Collins, the rookie, or not the rookie, but our free agency signing. So that's looking nice. Let's throw some money around. We'll get Michael Thomas locked up. Sheldon Rankins, you have a car. Von Bell, you have a car. David Onyemata, you get a couple fucking cars because you're Canadian. The Canadian dollar sucks. So let's take a look here at the standings at the end of year number 4. And, the first year we don't make the playoffs, of course. 18th in the NFL, 8-8, finishing 500 on the season. I mean, can't say we didn't completely expect that. I mean, rookie quarterback. But, he held his own. 4,600 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks. I mean, that's definitely up there. You know, with any Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen, Deshaun Kaiser, all those guys. I mean, that's right up there, man. Not a bad year. Can't blame Sam Darnold. Darius Guice with 1,100 yards, 17 touchdowns. That's one of the best. And of all the rookie running backs I've used, that's one of the best years. So I don't know, man. Maybe it was just a tough year. Kobe Fleener leading the team, 90 receptions, 1,000 yards, 2 touchdowns. Darnold using his safety net efficiently. Thomas with 734 yards, 6 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, 1,256 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Willie Snead with 939 yards and 6 touchdowns. But yeah, it looks like Guice's receiving stats are a little bit worse than what we had with Mark Ingram, which is something to keep note. Raekwon McMillan led the team with 124 tackles. On the sack front, we got 18 from Cam Jordan, 10 from Kikaha, 5.5 from Rankins, 5.5 from Onyemata. And on the interceptions front, 3 picks from free agency signing Jalen Collins, 2 from Iman Marshall. As we take a look at the yearly awards here for year numero 4, Dak Prescott won the MVP. That's disgusting. We're not going to have very many people in this, I don't think. Offensive player of the year went to Dak Prescott. Ooh, Sam Darnold coming number 10. Look at the rookie go. Luke Kuechly won Defensive Player of the Year. We had no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Sam Darnold, number 1. Darius Guice, number 2. Not surprising. I don't think we had anyone for Defensive Rookie. Best QB, no one. Best running back, Guice, number 6. Good for him. How the fuck do we have no one? Darnold came number 10 in fucking MVP, but didn't make the short list for quarterbacks in my own conference. That is fucked. Armstead here. We had Cooks at wide receiver. Armstead at wide receiver. Armstead at tackle, sorry. Cam Jordan coming at number 2 for best D lineman. No linebackers, probably no corners. And taking a gainer here at the year number 4 playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Tennessee Titans 27-24, and the Seattle Seahawks beat the Atlanta Falcons 38-35. The two teams we saw every year in the playoffs, big surprise, played in the championship, as the Seattle Seahawks beat the Kansas City Chiefs 31-17. So take a look at free agency here. In year number 5, we have no money. We have $509,000 worth of cap room. We can't sign a single motherfucker, even though there's some juicy guys there. Some real juicy motherfuckers we get at. So I take a quick sip of our Mountain Dew as we go into our last draft. So I didn't use any real prospects in this one. I don't really have anyone to use right now. I'm gonna take a couple. I'm gonna finish this motherfucking drink here while you guys take a look at the draft recap. Alright, not a bad draft. Middle linebacker, we got Gerard Logan to compete with Raekwon McMillan for this upcoming year, but I mean, it's pretty much Raekwon's spot. We got a 70 overall corner in the 3rd round, and we got a 70 overall corner in the 6th round. DGB's brother, Ephraim. Nice name. I guess we got him from fucking Israel. Solid. Let's spend some team XP. What do we got? We got 17,000 XP for the 84 overall Sam Darnold. Lord knows what the fuck that's going to put him up to. That's probably going to be like 85, 86 probably. Somewhere around there as we sim to the regular season of year number 5. Super Bowl or bust. And look at that. Sam Darnold up to an 87 overall in his sophomore season. That he made the most out of that 17,000 XP. Darius Guice up to an 84, pairing with the 81 overall Fat Rob Kelly. Rick, 75 overall fullback, 95 overall for Brandon Cooks, 88 for Michael Thomas, 87 from Willie Snead, 84 for Fleener. He's regressed a bunch, which sucks. Armstead, 92, Sharon, 82, Cole, 80, Gabe Jackson, 84, Andres Pete, 80, Cam Jordan, 89, Kikaha, 79, Rankins, 85, Onyemata, 83. That is good to see. 83 for Onyemata in our expansion mode. Anthony, 79. He's been a little bit disappointing. McMillan only has 79. That's pretty disappointing. Peppers, though, has been a beast, up to an 86 overall. Marshall, 81. Collins, 81. Delvin Breaux, 76. 76 from Roby. That is a solid second cornerback core. 83 from Bell. 81 from Vaccaro. I think that's, this team here is looking, well, we have to go to the Super Bowl because it's year 5. But this should be a team that gets into the playoffs for sure. We should have an opportunity to do this. As we're going to sim straight to the playoffs. No midseason bullshit. Where are we at? Oh, last team in, baby. 10-6. Woo! Nice to fuck. Thank you. Thank the Lord, Drew Brees. We must have rubbed his birthmark and got into the fucking playoffs. Very, very thankful for that. 4,600 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, and 9 picks for Sam Darnold. Another phenomenal year. He's been an incredibly good quarterback. Can't wait for someone to say, hey, C4, how about when you draft a quarterback, he sucks? Because that's what people want to fucking see. Guice had a nice year. Cooks, 94 receptions, almost 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Fleener, 900 yards, 3 touchdowns. Willie Snead, 1,000 yards, 2 touchdowns. Michael Thomas, yards are down, only almost 700 yards, but 9 touchdowns in the season from him. Not too shabby. Then on the defensive side of things, Raekwon McMillan leading the team with 136 tackles. Peppers with 104. On the sacks front, we got 12 sacks from Cameron Jordan, 8.5 sacks from Sheldon Rankin, 7 from Kikaha. And on the interception front, 4 from Iman Marshall, 2 from Delvin Breaux, and a whole bunch of guys coming in with 1. So fuck everything else. This is playoffs. This is Super Bowl or bust. No awards. None of that bullshit. And of course we play the Atlanta Falcons, because why the fuck not will we play anyone else? I guarantee we're probably going to play the Falcons and the Seahawks. Just a bold prediction there. So we're already finding ourselves down in a hole here, down 7-0 in Atlanta. And of course, well, we're the last seed, but have yet to have a home game in, 4 out of 5 years we made the playoffs. We've played Atlanta and Seattle every year that we've made the playoffs, and we've been the road team every year. So what else is new? The rest of these guys outside of Darnold and Guice should be experienced with this situation, as we kind of botched the first place. So now it's 2nd and 10 in the red zone, trying to equalize and make this a 7-7 ball game. Sam Darnold dropping back. Perfect timing. Hit the tight end. Kobe Fleener, his safety net for the opening drive touchdown for us. Anyways, to tie this ball game up, let's go. And this ain't no just play the moments in the red zone. We're going for it. We're playing everything. Any moment on offense. Look at this fucking run from Guice. He is a man possessed. 25. Took that number back. Wasn't that Reggie Bush's number? Let's give it to a real man. A real running back. All right? To make it a 14-7 game. They storm right down the field to make it 14-14. That boy Julio Jones is a beast. As we pick it up here, 3rd and inches on the 30-yard line with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the first half. Let's see if we can hit him with some OP corner route X. No, we're going B to Michael Thomas, who gets in for the touchdown. Beats the very talented Desmond Trufant. You might not see that every day, but then again, Michael Thomas is no slouch in his own right to put us up 21-14. And then we get the ball again before the end of the first half. 47 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 4. Oh, he went deep. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, what a catch for Brandon Cooks. Catch of the fucking video right there. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Even Sean Payton can't believe it. The kicker is going absolutely ham. Oh, what a fuck. Man, Cooks is like 5'9". To make that catch. Who was his corner? Tisk on 32. Is that Brian Poole? I expect more of you. Ooh, what a fucking play, though, from the rookie. Balling. So now it's 28-19 at this given juncture. 28-22 as we go into the fourth quarter. Not a whole lot of moments for your boy C4 to take over there. But here we're getting the red zone. 3rd and 2 on the 18 with 5 minutes to go left in this game. Come on, let's walk out Atlanta with another playoff victory. I think we're 2-0 already. Perfect pass, hitting Willie Snead. Maybe we let him a little bit. He would have gotten in the end zone. Look at that, Darnold. 26-35, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Big opening debut performance in the playoffs for Sam Darnold. I think it's safe to say, not another name to add to the list of bust from USC, as Guice takes it into the end zone. Pretty much untouched. Phenomenal run blocking on that play. 2nd touchdown of the game to put the New Orleans Saints up 35-22. That should be enough of a cushion here to win this game. And we'll just let's just sim out here. We should be all right. Kick the field goal, 39-29. Ugh. Come on, just end it. There we go. There we go. As we beat the Falcons in the wildcard round once again. I think that's the 2nd time we beat them in the wildcard round. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. 40. Your family dishonored you. If you're only in fucking Japan, you take the sword and stab yourself in the gut. So here in the division round, we're taking on the 13-3 Dallas Cowboys. Even though I'm not doing an Eagles video, don't want to lose this one here. So we get the opening drive. We have the ball in our hands. 2nd and 7 on the 15-yard line. Darnold dropping back. Hits Thomas on the check down. He fights and battles in, and he's in for the touchdown. Great battle there from Thomas. He's a monster, man. He's a big motherfucker. What's he, like 6'2", 6'3", 210? It's tough to tackle right there. As the Saints go up 7-0 in this ball game. Let's go. And of course, we'll tie it 7-7, because why the fuck else could we have nice things? Hey, we're on the 15-yard line. We're in the red zone before, hopefully we can get a lead here before the end of the first half. Dropping back. Sam Darnold gets absolutely massacred, and that's a forced fumble. Oh, yeah, the Madden cheese is getting. You smell that cheese on the pizza? Yeah, that's Madden cheese. That's not cheddar. That's not Gouda. That's not matzah. That's Madden cheese. So now it's a 10-10 ball game. 1:05 left to go in the first half. Let's see if we can get any points. Even a field goal will be all right this situation. We got a full slate of timeouts, so we don't have to, shy away from using the middle field as Michael Thomas makes. Oh, let's go. Oh, shit, man. That guy's fucking fast. He was at 38. Jesus Christ, he had some burners on him. But Thomas gets us a big gainer. We're definitely in scoring position unless we absolutely fuck this up and fumble it again or something like that. And with the way Madden has played in this sim, wouldn't put it past it. Let's keep the ball in the air. Oh, B. There we go. Willie Snead flips into the end zone to give us a 17-10 lead. Come on, sim. Let me go into halftime with this lead. Don't play me. There we go. Hey, it worked. All right. Dallas is looking in score position. They tied up at 17. And then we still have no moments. Now they're up 24, and we still have no moments. Oh, yeah, let's just give them fucking 3 straight touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and a field goal unanswered before you give me a fucking opportunity to play offense. Lovely. 3rd and 4 on the 37 with 5 minutes to go. Have to get a touchdown. We have to go for our 4th down if we don't get this. Oh, hit B. There we go. Oh, my God. Brandon Cooks is fucking good. There you go. Get absolutely burned. Brandon Cooks exactly plays into my play style here in Madden. God, I remember that rumor that Brandon Cooks is on the trade block in real life. Fuck, that'd be juicy if Philly got him. So for the tying field goal, maybe we should have gone for it with how bad the Sims played, but we went for the tie, played it like pussies, tie this game up at 27 with a 1:09 for Dallas. Ah, fucking damn it. Oh, so not only did we lose 30-27, not only did we end this fucking rebuild on a sour note, we lost to the Dallas Cowgirls. Oh, it's bad. Well, anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If this is your first time stopping by and you enjoyed it, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you like this video, guys. Fucking 3,000 likes on this video, you know, or else fucking Winnie the Pooh's gonna get melt dates. You know, that's just what's happening nowadays. Leave a comment in the comment section below about what rebuild you want to see next between the Minnesota Vikings or the, can't remember, Cincinnati Bengals. And until next time, guys, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.